Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Inactive Listening. If you're new here, I'm Walter.
And I'm Logan, and we will be your hosts this evening.
Today's kind of a more laid-back episode. Not really a true structure to it, but we both decided just we have enough stories to talk about and kind of go over our day with each other.
Yeah, and we enjoy talking to you.
Yeah, that too. We enjoy hearing all the feedback and input you add to the conversation.
Exactly. It's... What is your face right now?
I'm listening to them.
Oh, okay.
Wait. They have to say something. Oh.
You're right. Walter does smell like that. I agree. Well, Walter, I have a question for you to start us off. What are 3 of your favorite meals? Because I genuinely don't know.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, baby. For those who don't know, I'm gluten-free, so my diet's kind of limited, I guess. But off the rip, mac and cheese. You can't go wrong with mac and cheese. You can put barbecue sauce on it, tastes good. Put some pulled pork in there, even better. Put some canned peas in there, now you're cooking with gas, man.
What about, I do not like putting other stuff in it. If I'm going to have mac and cheese, perfectly plain. And shells and cheese is better.
Yeah, shells and cheese is better. Mac and cheese, I'm not going to put them in any particular order because I think that they're all good. Mac and cheese, waffles, like a good, hearty, fluffy waffles with maple syrup and butter. Or you put some frosting on there. Tastes so good, dude. Mm-hmm. Third one, I'm not going to say pizza. That's too easy. Everyone likes pizza.
But do you like it?
But it's not top 3.
No.
It's probably top 5, but not top 3.
Okay.
My third meal, meatloaf.
Meatloaf?
Dude, I love meatloaf.
Are you an old 50s bomb shelter?
Don't diss meatloaf, man. Meatloaf tastes so good and it's so filling.
I don't know, man.
It's like the second best way to consume ketchup too. Ketchup
followed by what?
Ketchup is like standard. Let's just say off the bottle.
Out the bottle, down your throat?
No, like you ketchup and dipping stuff in fries.
So what about eggs and
but when you
eggs
bake ketchup on the meatloaf, it just tastes incredible.
What about scrambled eggs and ketchup?
Scrambled eggs and ketchup are fire.
Better than meatloaf.
No.
Yes, by a good margin.
No.
Absolutely.
They're great. They're just not better than meatloaf.
They're simple. They're cheap.
Okay, are we putting in a cost analysis with this too? If we're factoring in cost and time to
you could put prime,
and time to make,
prime steak is so good.
Well, yeah, but it's not though. And also, I think meatloaf is better than prime steak.
Baked Alaska, literally so good.
If we're factoring in
but you're not gonna make baked Alaska ever.
If we're factoring in meal prep and baking / cooking it, what have you, mac and cheese is still on top.
Okay.
And then eggs and waffles are too much effort. I don't want to make the batter for waffles. So the third one, cereal. Cereal faux shizzle. And it would have to be very berry Cheerios. Those things are delicious.
Plain white rice.
Is this cost? Okay.
Yeah. Uncooked.
Okay.
Just by the handful. Cheaper that way.
Okay. What? You don't pay the water bill?
And the gas or propane or electric bill to heat it up. What else? Grains. Just pure grains. Like oatmeal grains. Dry. Also good.
Your stomach's going to dry out so fast. You're going to have a rock in your stomach.
And then...
And you're going to poop out a rock.
And then water.
And then it's going to splash in the toilet bowl and cover your butthole in rocky, poopy water. I didn't hear your third. What was your third?
It was water.
Water is the best meal.
Okay, rice, a filler.
Yeah.
Really good.
Oh, is this
it's
real now?
actually terrible. Rice tastes terrible, but
rice is great. But I
it is cheap though. And
it is very
filler.
cheap. It's very filling. It's like
it's a starch.
It's better than ramen. If you are like a college kid on a budget and you need dinner, rice is definitely way better in every way for you than ramen. It's way cheaper, way more filling.
Okay, sure. Taste worse. Significantly worse.
What do you put in your rice?
Nothing.
That's why it tastes so bad.
Okay, you can compare the two. That's okay. Then make ramen. Put no seasoning in it. and then make rice and put no seasoning in it. That's like...
I would prefer the rice. You're just eating noodles. It's either noodles or rice. I'd rather have rice.
I'd rather have noodles. Noodles actually have a flavor.
You ever like put the soy sauce?
So if you're putting seasoning in the rice, then you're voiding out the cheaper cost.
Ranch is not that expensive.
Ranch and rice?
It tastes
Dude!
good. It tastes good.
Walter, oh my, what is being gluten-free done to you?
It's expanded my palate.
No.
You cannot knock it till you try it. Every time I say a food combination and people are like, "Oh, yuck."
Because they're
you ever had it before?
fully
And
unnatural.
like, no, it's gross. I'm like, well, have you ever tried it? No. How would you know?
Okay.
Honest
about
to God, how would you know?
white
You
rice
know.
and syrup. That's really good.
I don't think that would be that good.
Why? You haven't tried it. Don't knock it.
Wait, did you say rice and syrup?
Yes.
Okay. I might try that. I thought you said ranch and syrup. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not. I don't belong in a psych ward. I don't think that's good.
I don't know.
That's just.
Ranch and rice.
What would you eat with the spoon out of a bowl?
Eat what? Ranch and rice?
Ranch and syrup.
You wouldn't eat that. I never said that.
Okay.
I said syrup and rice.
Yeah.
You said ranch.
Okay. Ranch and rice is really good. I think it's Nature Valley that had a limited flavor cucumber ranch. And I mean, like, you've had cucumbers and ranch dressing before, right?
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like that, but it's just all in the sauce. So that cucumber ranch with rice, that was actually really good. Really, really good.
I guess I'll give it a try. What about... Have you ever had... Do you drink Gatorade ever?
Yeah.
Have you ever had cucumber and lime Gatorade?
No.
One of my favorites.
Really?
Surprisingly.
Is it like a darker
It gets
green?
made fun of. It's like a lighter.
Okay.
Ooh, cucumber. It's actually
Ew,
it's very refreshing. People are like, I hate veggies.
Like more so than other Gatorade flavors?
I think so, yeah.
Is it because of the cucumber?
Mm-hmm. That's why people get like
Cucumber
spas and
lime.
put cucumbers on their eyes. Cucumber is just like a world known.
It's your version of the spa day.
Sure.
Is drinking that Gatorade.
Yeah, I drink that Gatorade.
That's
And
fair.
spa day. I get my toes out.
And put the foam things in between them so they space out. Why do they do that?
For whenever you paint your nails.
Oh, so the nail polish will dry. It's not so that you can train yourself to have splayed monkey feet. Okay.
Whenever I typically paint my nails, I just paint across, all the way across.
Right.
Like a.
It's like if you're pouring out like drinks and you have a bunch of cups lined up and you just pour the across all the cups without picking it up. Same thing with painting the nails.
Exactly.
I mean, the problem with that is that your toes are not in a lot. If you tilt your foot, I guess maybe, but I think your pinky is just your entire pinky toe is just doused in paint if you do like that. It's just fine. You do you, man. I love the smell of nail polish and a nail polish remover.
I'm sure you do.
It smells.
And gasoline too, huh?
Yeah, dude, I love smelling gasoline. And markers.
Also, painting your fingernails, I'd also recommend the same technique. Just put your hand out, flat like this, like a perfectly flat hand,
Perfectly flat, yeah.
and then just trace
Right.
up
Normally
up it, and you're gonna get your fingers a little bit.
Sure.
Boo-hoo.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Unless people are like actually looking.
Yeah, normally I do the old Flex Seal trick. I get a tub of nail polish and I dunk my fingers in there. And then it's done. And all these other fools are still, I'm brushing on my nail polish. And I just slam my hand on the table.
What
Bang,
about
fingers.
what about
nails.
fake nails?
I don't understand fake nails.
Big claws.
Especially like the bigger ones. But I mean like even any fake nails, this might be a hot take. Especially because I've never tried them, so I guess I don't know. But I don't understand why you would put something on your
An existing
the appendage that you use to interact with the world.
Mm-hmm.
You're putting something on that just makes that harder.
Well, then you can touch with your nails and you can make that sound.
But yeah, you can do that, I guess.
And you can claw people, but
You
not
can't,
not too hard because
Right.
then they'll pop off.
Yeah, like we played water polo, and the girls team, they could. I've been clawed playing water polo with the girls team, And they couldn't have done that with their fake nails on.
I don't know if they wear fake nails.
Yeah, well... Yeah,
Do you think you can wear fake nails for swim?
And it gives you more surface area?
Yes.
I've thought about that, because, like, I've talked to the boys about it. If you don't cut your nails, like, just, like, let them grow out. Like, mine are kind of long right now. Yes, it'll be a very minor change, but is the extra drag you get from that extra material on your fingernails more of a benefit than the weight of the material on your fingernails?
I think if they get big enough, then it would be an improvement.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like putting fins on.
Yeah.
If you put 10-pound fins on, each fin was 10 pounds, but they were really long.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter. You'd probably get tired, but
you remember the
but these are such a small amount of. Are you judging in like weight?
Yeah.
So
like the weight of that extra keratin on your
actually like an minuscule. I would guess like an ounce.
Yeah, just like
have
just
all
like
your nails.
Because like again, right now my nails aren't that long, so like they're not actually protruding past my thumb yet.
Right.
You can tell that there's like a nail that could be cut, but they're not that long yet. So
what if I step?
I don't even know if they have any benefit at all with grabbing more water, because like they're still matched the profile of my finger.
Mm-hmm.
You remember?
I don't think they would.
Remember the gloves we used as paddles?
Mm-hmm. I almost felt those hindered at times.
In the swimming world, you use what are called paddles to do different sets in the pool for different reasons. It can be to tire out your arms more, or give it like practice with more of a scooping reach.
Mm-hmm.
There are many reasons, but normally they're like a hard plastic thing you slip your hand into.
Oh yeah, there's two different ones.
Like a strap.
Yeah.
Those are great. My last year of swimming in high school, we got like these biker glove looking things, except they had webbing in between them.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the extra surface area you used to catch the water. And so that means like you could turn it off and on. If you split your fingers, then you have paddles, and if you don't, you don't. But I agree. I think that the human body is not made to have that much surface area on their hands like that. Like your wrist and forearm and shoulder don't have the leverage to make use of that extra drag.
Right.
So.
But for your feet, you think it's fine.
Oh yeah, for feet.
Because putting fins on is nuts. It's so much faster. I do get more tired.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the ratio's not.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I guess that's just because your feet, the way your legs move when you have fins on, is much more simplified.
Okay.
Like it's just up and down.
Right.
Yeah, your ankle also kind of rotates too, but like it's just glorified up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas your arms are they're moving a lot more. Yeah, reaching and pulling and raising and lowering and
right.
And like your legs are under you, whereas your arms are beside you, right? So your back and abs have to do a lot more work to
stay up
with your arms.
Yeah, I felt like the biker style gloves. It felt like I don't know, like they were like of a cloth material.
Yeah.
So then whenever you're pulling out of that, you got like. It felt like, I don't know, having a shirt on almost.
Yeah, like...
Because you have all that extra water
and the water would
weighing.
drip
yeah.
once their hand's in the air, so it's heavier too.
Yeah.
All this is to say, I think if you had the really long fake nails, I think like high performance athletes might even pull so hard that it might rip the nail off, depending on how long it is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And even if they were fixed to your fingers, I think your fingers would undergo so much strain.
Probably.
The joint's not used to having
leverage. You'd train.
I guess.
What if I
that'd be some wicked fingers. If you had like beefy joints, like guys and girls with the most like sausage fingers you've ever seen in your life, jumping in the pool.
What if I got up to the block and then I like curled my toes and they were like my toenails would touch the water.
Ugh. That wouldn't do anything.
What do you mean?
I think that would slow you down.
And then I would have 5 very long, pretty much split up paddles.
I guess, but like
that would hurt. They would probably rip off.
Fins aren't. It's not like you have a 2x4 strapped to your foot. Like they're made of a flexible material so that they can flex with your foot. Like I said, it was simplified up and down, but like your your knee, hip, ankle, and toes all flex at different intervals and bend, so the material needs to bend with it. If you had like a piece of plywood attached to your feet, you're not going to go anywhere. Yeah, I think they just break off.
Or, especially being in the water for
a long
time.
They definitely would not break off. Like, the nail would not snap.
It would just be
ripped. It'd be ripped out of your nail bed. Yeah. You ever lost a nail before?
Yeah, when I was little.
Yeah, so have I. I've lost... No, I've never lost a finger, but I've lost each of my big toes.
You have no big toes?
The first time I think I jammed it.
Oh man.
And then it I jammed it so bad that it was loose and it was like flapping. You know how when you have really old shoes or something like that, and the sole rips apart and you can like make it talk? It was like that for my toe. So that one was weird because I ended up kind of like coaxing it off. And that was the first time I ever felt like
squirming.
If you've never experienced it, feeling the skin underneath your nail, like where the nail should be, it's bizarre.
Is it like?
I mean, it feels like normal skin.
It does.
Yeah, but like.
Or is it like flesh?
No,
like if you tore your arm.
It's normal skin.
Okay.
And then the other time was lifting weights with the swim guys, and I dropped a 45-pound weight on my toe, and then it turned purple and bruised, and took a long time to fall off. Like I was really waiting for a long time to fall off, and it finally just did.
Your toe?
The nail.
Oh, well, you said you dropped it on your toe.
Yeah, I'm lucky I didn't break it. Honestly,
you actually are.
It was like a
45 pounds.
It was a hex bar that I was like picking up.
You dropped the bar?
Yeah, like I was holding the bar, tipping it, and I don't know, I slipped and I dropped my toe.
You didn't put toothpicks underneath your toenails and kick
Oh my god, bro, that's repulsive. Don't say that.
People used to tell me that all the time. Or they'd be like, "Would you ever put toothpicks under your toes and kick a wall?" I'm like, all the time, yes.
Yes, all the time.
It's, dude, it makes me squirm. Whenever I lost my toe, I was really little. I was probably 5. I was at my grandparents' house.
Clarify, you meant your toenail.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. For simple terms, sure. And I picked up like an iron ingot because he had a bunch of iron ingots.
Like grab?
Sure.
Like the actual traditional bar?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then I picked it up and I was holding it and I realized it was too heavy, so I dropped it.
Yeah.
And crushed my toe.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. It was a long time. I actually think I was probably 3 because I lived at a different house and then it fell off. I don't remember much of it, but other than that, though, I care for my appendages.
Yeah. I like all 10, I guess. So what else? What's going on?
Well, you worked today, right?
I did.
I worked today as well. The grind. The summer is almost up. I have like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I have 3 weeks left.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you do. Because I'm going a week early.
Yep. Yeah.
For Boiler Gold Rush.
Yeah, my college goes back pretty late.
Did you guys get out late then? Would you say?
Yes. Classes start September 1st this year.
Jeez.
And we will get out the last week of May.
When
you will get out the middle of April.
Dang.
Yeah.
So do you get out earlier in college than you would high school? I'm assuming.
Traditionally, yes, but because it's a private school, they are different. Yeah.
You're smarter.
Didn't say that. Also, don't think that, but.
I need to make sure I have a good routine once I get there, and I'm gonna work out as much as I can.
Good.
I'm gonna I think they have a free gym.
Yep, and rock wall.
That's right.
Biggest rock wall in the Big Ten.
That's right. And yeah, I need to stay in shape if I'm not gonna play any sports, and I'm gonna be swimming a lot.
And it's in the heart of campus, which is
it?
hard to do, or I should say the heart of the academic campus, because I know like Purdue's insane, so it's so big.
Yeah, I was trying to find ways to get a parking pass I don't think it's possible. I also don't know if it's worth my time.
It's not, in my opinion.
Might as well
I
just.
didn't have a car last year. Not gonna have a car this year. Not worried about it. It's not a big
Interesting.
deal.
Well, how far away do you live?
3 hours.
Yeah, I live an hour and 15. It's like driving to work.
Yeah.
Not that much of an inconvenience.
But you are living on campus, right?
Yeah. I can't ever.
Like, are you planning on coming home for Labor Day?
I haven't even thought about it.
Well, okay, so Rose doesn't get Labor Day off. But even if they did, my mom said no. Like, you're not going to come home on Labor Day. She told all the kids that.
Maybe that's why you're having such a such a stressful time.
What?
Because you're cooped up.
Yeah. I would attribute that to the fact I had school on Labor Day, not to the fact my mom said I can't come home. I think she's right in that regard. Just because I think your first Labor Day, like as a freshman, I agree with my mom, you should stay in school. And like have a 3-day weekend where you meet more people and blah 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 blah.
Would you
college it out.
So that or
like sophomore year, sure, like you already established, you can go home. I don't care.
Coming home on Labor Day or having school on Labor Day, which one do you think is better?
Coming home, but the best of
as a freshman,
secret third option is you don't have school on Labor Day and you stay in school, you stay in college.
What if it's boring? What if I hate it? What if I hate socializing?
That's why you gotta stay.
But what if
that's why everyone wants to leave because they miss home, and that's why you have to stay. Because then you'll. I don't want to.
You're leaving the nest.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but what if I have not much attachment? I'm not gonna say no attachment, but not much attachment. I just don't want to be in the Lafayette area. And I have stuff to do at home. Like I have like chores or things.
Well, I mean that's different than what I had to go through. I guess like your experience will be vastly different than mine. Most people's experience will be vastly different from mine, and like everyone's college experience. Everyone's college experience will be different than mine, and different than yours. We're all different, but
thanks, man.
Yeah. Man, we're all different.
That's right.
And
we're all just trying to make it through this rock we call Earth.
Yeah.
This spinning rock.
Yep. The pale blue dot, bro.
We're just trying to survive the next day. So let's help each other out.
Yeah. Unless you're gonna run the 5K in town on Labor Day.
Nope.
Okay, then
there's
no reason to come home then. So.
Wait. In this town?
Yeah.
For Nick Schuyler?
Yeah, Nick Schultz. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, our town.
Our town? Interesting. I have ran that every year for. Did you run it?
Nope.
Okay, I ran it.
I wanted to.
I had to run it for soccer.
I wanted to last year, but then I had class, so.
No, I shouldn't say we had to run it, but we got the opportunity.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun.
And I did do it, yeah.
If you're with your team, it doesn't really matter that you're all going to be slow. Like, it's fun to see if you can do it. Challenge yourself. And a 5K is only 3.2 miles?
Something like that.
So, it's short.
It's really not that bad.
It's not that bad. You can do it in, the steep end is half an hour.
Yeah.
That's up there.
Yep.
Half an hour every day. It's on, with your boys. It's fun.
Yeah. I suppose. I don't like running, though. I have a story.
Yeah.
So I texted Walter. I think it was 2 days ago from this recording. So it was not that long ago.
Yeah.
And I told him that I had a story that I wanted to share.
Yes.
We weren't planning on recording.
Yes.
And then I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
We need to record.
We thought it best while it's fresh in your mind.
Right.
Although I will say I did ghost you. I read that text and I did not say anything. I just didn't answer.
Was there a reason?
I don't know. I was tired.
Did you grow?
I was eepy.
Did you have hateful intent towards me? You're like, I'm gonna say something mean.
Read it and I was like, okay. And then I went to work.
Did you think on it anymore?
And then I did ask you, whatever. What's the story?
I'm curious. All right, fine. All right. So it takes place at my girlfriend's house late at night.
You have a girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
I knew that.
I think I've mentioned it before on here. Anyway, we were watching a Papa Meat video.
Yep.
If you guys don't know who Meat Canyon is or Papa Meat, highly recommend. Very funny. Very funny.
Yeah.
She gets a kick out of him. Anyway, going home, right? Leaving, we say our goodbyes. I get in my car and I'm halfway down the road. I'm driving my old car, so I don't have like a traditional radio. Not yet at least. I haven't went out and bought one because the car didn't come with one, because it's from 1964. So whenever I bought it, it didn't come with one. It came from one from the factory back in those days. But anyway, I have a speaker, a Bluetooth speaker that my mommy gave me. So I reached around and I hit the on button, and it auto connects, and it did not. Like, oh crap! So then I was like doing the slap your pockets kind of thing, and I was sitting down. I was like, oh no! So then I pulled into a driveway, pulled back out, and then I went back to her house. As soon as I pulled up, her dining room light had shut off. Like, everyone else is pretty much in bed at this point.
Yeah.
And she's going up to bed. And I'm like, all right, well, not that big of a deal, because I'm sure I left it in an obvious area where she'll see it, and she'll bring it back out in like 5 minutes. And it's like 7 minutes, and I'm walking to different doors. Like the two doors, she has like a side garage door and then like a main door.
Sure.
And I'm like walking between those two, and I'm like, well, maybe she doesn't see it for some reason. So I'm knocking lightly, because they have a dog too. I don't want to wake up the dog, and I do not want to ring the doorbell and wake people up. So I'm lightly knocking, and it's actually probably like another 5 or 7 minutes. I like 7. So it's probably 7 minutes. And then I'm like, all right, well, you know what? So then I go around, and they have like a gated backyard.
Yeah.
So I go to the back.
Do they have neighbors?
Yeah.
Is it like a subdivision?
Yeah.
So
fenced in.
You are being very suspicious.
They're asleep.
I know, but I mean, like, anybody looking on at this point
probably
would see someone like scoping out a house.
I'm there often, so they should probably know.
No, they know me. They know me.
Yeah. Okay, and a little bit of backstory. With work and stuff, I have to get up at 4 a.m. And at the latest, if I want to sleep in, 4:30.
Yeah.
So I try to be in bed by like 8 or 9 p.m. And it's already creeping up on 10 at this point. And whatever. So I get to the back, and I'm like, it's black back there. Dark, no lights. So I'm walking around, and I know which window is hers. So I'm looking around for like a little pebble. Like little pebbles.
Like a movie.
And the only thing they have is big rocks.
Okay.
And I'm like, no, I'm not going to break the window. That'll be the day. So, but they have like on their back, they have like a concrete pad outside their back door so that they can relax, and it has chairs and stuff, and it has like a wicker chair that you can lay down in, and
so you picked up the chair and held through the window.
And it has pillows on it.
Okay.
So I pick up the pillow. I pick up a pillow, and the window is not that. I'm super tall, so I'm close to the window.
Right, of course.
On the second floor, so I'm like chucking this window, I'm chucking this pillow at the window, like almost rhythmic. Like I'm throwing it, and then I wait, and then I throw it, and then I wait, and I'm like, okay, so I'm trying to make this sound unnatural almost. Where it's not just the wind randomly blowing or something.
But not too unnatural where someone freaks out.
Well, I'm trying to get their attention. So.
Right, you're trying to Goldilocks it to where she doesn't think someone's like attacking the house or something.
Most of all, I'm not trying to wake up anyone else in the house.
Right, yeah, that's hard.
So I'm chucking it, and I'm like, you know what? This isn't working. For whatever reason, they've kept this around in that by the chairs. It's like a large branch, and it's like a thick branch. It's like twice as big as a $50, probably about 18 inches long. a foot and a half.
Okay.
So I take it and I'm hitting the window with it, like tapping. I'm
Yeah.
tapping, and like I'm trying to knock. Like that's the rhythm I'm trying to go.
Like boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
Or sometimes I speed up. I'm like, boom, 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 or something like that. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, dude, she's not hearing this. I know her light's still on, and I know she doesn't go to sleep this early.
Right.
So then I'm like dragging the branch back and forth. No, okay. There's a screen, and then there's the window,
Right.
and then above that is like the double window.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm hitting the screen right now, and I'm dragging it back and forth. I'm like, this isn't the wind, right? This is not the wind.
Yeah.
And then I'm incorporating some thumps. Finally, it's been like actually 20 minutes. I'm sweating from throwing pillows and stuff.
Yeah.
I already took a shower and stuff. This is aggravating. She opens her blinds, because I guess I didn't mention she has blinds open, so that's why I couldn't see her. I could see the lights were on.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? She probably has headphones in. I bet you, but she should be able to hear this. She opens the blinds, and she's staring out. She's like looking out, and like, she's like, she doesn't know.
Scanning the area.
She's scanning the area, and I've set the stick to my side, and I'm just standing there and staring at her, and I'm like, what?
Does she not see you?
So then she takes out her flashlight on her phone, and is peering through the window, and I'm just standing there. I'm like, I even like put the stick up and I'm waving.
Yeah.
Scanning the area.
Nothing. What?
So then
what clothes were you wearing?
Like,
Was it dark?
not that dark. I can see her very visibly.
Well, so she's backlit.
But I'm outside. Whatever. I take the stick and I'm putting it to the window. I'm like, there's no way you can't see this. And she jumps back. She like in terror jumps back, closes the blind. And I'm like, oh crap.
What have you done now?
And then I wait there for like 30 seconds, and then I see her brother's room is right next to hers.
Yeah.
And I see a light flicker on in that room. And I'm like, all right, I'll wait. He'll probably open the window. 30 seconds goes by, light shuts off. And then it's like another 30 seconds, and then she is down the stairs, and she's by the back door.
Yeah.
And like turns the outside light on to see me.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
So then she turns it on.
Just you standing there with a big stick in your hand.
Exactly. So I'm just standing there. I'm just staring at her. And then I walk.
Wave.
Nope.
You don't drop
So
the stick.
in my mind, I'm like, if this was me,
Yeah.
this would be like a skinwalker.
Right.
And
like,
I am not letting this person in ever.
Right. Yeah. So if I just saw a random guy who. Dude.
Not random though. It's like
okay,
if you were at my house.
At this point, you have confirmed that she could not see you in the darkness.
I don't know how.
All she saw was a silhouette. So if she just sees a figure staring at her menacingly.
No. See, she doesn't see a silhouette in the window. She just sees the stick. Nothing. Pitch blackness, and then the stick appears.
Okay.
So then I somberly walk towards the window, or towards the glass sliding door.
Yeah.
And I can see that she's pretty hesitant. I'm like, my actions right now are very much like inhuman. And I'm aware of this.
And now you're playing into it.
Not really, because I'm annoyed. I want to go to bed. And then she finally lets me in, and I explain the situation, and I can't find my phone. It's like another 5 minutes. I'm like walking up and down the stairs, and I'm out to my car, and then all the way back in and up the stairs, and I find it finally. It's like I stuck it underneath her pillow for some reason, which I never do. And it was... Anyway, I find it, and then I leave. But before I left, I explained it to her. I looked out the window too. Like, you can't see anything.
Really?
Nothing. And then you can take your flashlight out, and all you see is the reflection of the light in the window. I was like, how on earth? I'm standing here, waving my arms back and forth. I don't know. It was...
She's got like a police interrogation room one-sided mirror.
Yeah, it's like one-sided against her. Like, they can see her, she can't see out. But yeah, it was aggravating because whenever I try to go to bed at 9 and it's already like 10:30,
Yeah.
10:45 by the time I'm finally laying down. It made for a rough morning.
Yeah. Dude, like even half an hour for me, I feel it so hard.
Really?
Yeah.
I try to go to bed at like
scheduled, I'm like, God, I was so dumb when I do that.
I try to go to bed at 8 or 9 and then 9 comes around. I'm like, all right, 10 at the absolute latest because I know I can go on 10.
Yeah.
And usually I do get before 10.
Everyone has a number where it's like, this is what I should do, and I know I can get by on this number just
10 o'clock though, and that's
10 to 4. I couldn't do 10 to 4.
6 hours of sleep.
And I go to work.
Every day.
That's crazy.
It's wearing.
So was anybody else awoken?
Her brother. She said that she told her brother, and then what else did she say? Because it's been a couple days. I don't know. I don't think anyone else was awoken. The dog got up too.
But no barking?
No.
That's good.
She probably couldn't see me either.
So,
I'm just a ghost. I actually felt invisible. I was like, you're staring right at me and I don't exist right now? What? It was like out of a movie.
Start patting yourself like, what? I'm still here, right?
It was like out of a movie. Like, and it just got worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy. How far away is her house from yours?
It's not that far. It's like 5 or 7 minutes. It's like 7 minutes. Sticking with the 7 theme. But still, staying up an extra half hour to search for my phone.
To scope out.
And it's like I'm trying to
property.
I'm trying my best to be courteous of people sleeping in the home.
Yeah.
And I'm like in between, I need to get my phone back and not stay out here all night, but I also need to not wake them up.
Yeah.
I could have just, as soon as I came back, just rang the doorbell, woken everyone else up, got my phone. 30 minutes avoided. But no. I drug it on.
Yeah. Well, good on you, because I think if I were in that situation, I either would have just, don't have my phone and driven home, or I would have found a way to make it just even more awkward.
Like how?
I probably knocked you out of the door, and I'm like, who is that? And I'm like, sorry, sir.
You meet a double barrel to your face?
Yeah. Pushes up my nose.
And you pee yourself?
Yeah, I would do that.
And then she comes around the corner and she's like, oh my, did you pee yourself?
And I'd be like, no. And she'd be like, I can smell it. You're dehydrated.
And the dog starts barking, and then you see the neighbors' houses
piling out.
The lights are flicking
out. What's all this noise?
It's like, did you pee yourself and you're trying to rob them?
No, please. Look at the pitchforks and torches. Like,
and your pants
they're
fall
running
down.
You out of town. Yeah, you're running away and your pants fall down. And you're running butt booty naked through the streets, waddling with your pants around your ankles.
And you get around a corner, and then there's conveniently there's a news crew.
We're pointing something else, and the whole crowd points and laughs at you.
They all turn, and they're like, this just in, this man is streaking the neighborhood.
And your butt's starting to chafe because of the pee that you got on it. And the rash is starting to spread. No, I don't understand. And then you just wanted my phone.
You continue to run. You still don't have your phone at this point. You continue to run. You run into a graveyard.
Yeah.
You're scared. You poop yourself.
Yeah. Poop just streaming down your legs like a marathon runner. Because at this point, you are running a marathon with the weight of the world and the weight of your pants pulling you back.
So wait, are your pants still up?
No, your pants are still down.
At your ankles?
At your ankles, yeah. I think
so you're hobbling. You're not even. I thought they had come off.
Oh, you stepped out of them?
Yeah.
You're running so fast and you didn't want to stop. You just did the thing where you hop out of your pants and keep going.
You're hopping on one leg and you're like,
I think if you had the time to hop out of your pants,
probably
you might be able to swing the thing where you kick your pants up in the air and you catch it. And then you got your sopping.
I think if they're
pants.
around your ankles and you have time to get them off, you have time to pull them up.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Absolutely.
No.
One swift motion.
Straight
up.
If I was I would have
unless they're breathing on your neck.
I would have whoop, reached down real quick and pull them back up. But if the choice was made to keep running, I would not run, then stop and pull them back up and then run. If I had my mindset of running, I would definitely hop out of those things and just keep going. For sure.
Running
For
through the
sure.
town naked.
Well, okay, underpants too?
No.
They're not naked. You just got your skitties showing.
No, I mean, yeah, underpants too, as in like they also fell down. Not
Oh,
underpants
okay.
on.
Went through town naked.
You're streaking.
Well, whatever caused my underpants to fall down.
The same.
That
the
is
same thing that caused your pants.
well.
It's happened before.
That's a story for another time, Logie Bear.
That's true.
It's the like mechanical failure of your underpants. Whatever
There's
caused
no mechanics.
whatever
to it.
caused them to fall. Yeah, there is. Whatever caused them to fall down means that they're not going to stay up next time. Like you have your underpants have undergone permanent elastic deformation. Like the elastic waistband does not retain its elasticity anymore. If you pull it back up, it just slip right off. I don't know how else your underpants would fall down.
What if it was an
maybe
active...
someone fired a shot and it like perfectly nicked the waistband and then like it severed the waistband's connection and it like shot through your belt too.
Or like it hit into someone's gutter and like traveled to the gutter.
Yeah,
and went straight down right beside you in your pants.
Yes, yeah. Perfectly rips your entire pants in two.
So they just like fall off like a piece of paper.
Yes.
Like to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they float down in pieces.
I would not stop for my pants at that point. At that point, I would book it so hard. An act of God has just happened.
I was going to say, what if it was an act of God that pulled your pants down?
If I knew that for a fact, I'd stop and pray. And that'd be the guy praying in the street, cheeked up on a Thursday night.
I mean, if it was an act of God, though, I definitely would as well.
Yeah.
I don't care what they say.
You'll Joan of Arc it so hard. Yeah.
But this story continues.
Yeah, but none of that happened to you. You just drove home.
But it would have happened to you.
But it would have happened to me. Yes. Yeah, it would have happened to me.
And then there's a huge... The whole town is awake.
Yeah,
Pitchforks.
the Facebook page is going crazy. Our town's Facebook page is like... Well, what's the word? It's like town square. I don't know, like the chatter... There's a term for it.
What are you talking about?
Like a term... It might be town hall.
Town hall?
I don't know, but like our Facebook page is Nutty Professor.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm not on it, so I don't know.
I'm not on it, but my mom is. My mom is lurking in the shadows. She never posts, but she will read the craziest thing or the craziest argument and then be like, and that's why you don't do this. And that's why you don't pick up a baby deer in the middle of a field.
And she'll say that? Like she'll apply that?
That was the most recent one. Like apparently, because what does will do with their fawns is they'll like leave them in a field with high grass and like go out scouting or I don't know whatever does do with their day, drink or something.
Alcoholic.
And then the fawn stays there like and waits, and that's what like the purpose of the spots like that Bambi has and baby deers have is that they blend in and camouflage more. So if you come across a baby deer in a field,
because you're not walking in a field.
Well, I have a field in my backyard.
You
and
high grass higher than the deer.
Yeah, like a fawn laying down is not that.
Okay.
Is not that big.
I'm picturing them standing
and like
standing there.
And obviously other people in Lowell have fields too because they were like complaining about how
you walk your field though.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm walking like every once in a while.
Like in it, like through the field and back.
Once a year.
Why? Just to see what's out there?
Yeah.
Dead people?
Yeah.
What if you just got grabbed?
One time I found like an entire skeleton of a possum.
Okay.
That's cool. Not a baby doe though. Anyway, leave it there. Because the mom's supposed to come back to it. So if you
was there an argument between them?
Yeah. It's like, I found this baby deer out in the field. I brought it back to my porch and gave it some water.
Okay.
And they were like, How could you do that? That mama deer is not going to have any clue where his baby's at. And
like, boy, I'd love to notice right on my porch. I left my address, too. They don't live in the boons.
Sure is a nice day to go looking for a deer.
I was like, Mr. Deer, do you like sweet tea? because I got a nice pitcher full just for you.
That's like that's the white van with candy in it equivalent for deer. It's the hillbilly bumpkin with the pitcher of sweet tea that lures the fawn away from the mom with the
I thought
pitcher
they
of
just go
sweet
up and
tea.
grab it. Is that what they did? They just
Yeah,
they're like
yeah.
they're driving past and like, wait, think I see it, and they just parked. And they
From my understanding, yes.
grabbed
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and little did they know they were gonna be lit up like relentlessly on the Facebook page.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend.
I'm assuming this is probably this is a tame story though. This is tame.
Yeah, I mean, like my mom will tell me
the world's next greatest serial killer running rampant through your town.
She'll look at the newspaper. Like my mom still gets and reads the newspaper.
Nice.
Because it has like the police.
Because knowledge is power.
The police blotter and like the police reports.
Yeah.
And so like if there's someone in my grade that got arrested for something, she'll tell me. Mom's a G for that. I know at least 3 different people who have gotten DUIs, and I've like gotten to laugh at because it's very typical for their character to get DUIs. It makes sense. Like it's coming full circle, you know. These people I've had to deal with for 4 years in high school. It's like, oh, well that adds up.
So you laugh at them?
Yeah.
You go down to the county jail?
No.
You're like...
I laugh at the thought of them. And, you know, maybe that's not the most polite thing to do, but...
They would do the same to you. If it happened to you...
You know they wouldn't.
You'd be like, dude, you're sick!
No, they wouldn't.
Dude, give me Nux.
They probably wouldn't care. Maybe that's like my...
I bet they'd care.
No.
Like, the prestigious Walter in my class,
No.
he got arrested for
no one has
killing
ever called me
a
prestigious.
family of 4.
I think they'd be shocked, but like I don't think they harbor any ill will towards me. Like,
do you harbor ill will
no,
towards
I
them?
don't.
Okay,
I don't.
so what you would harbor towards them, just that back to you.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that.
I don't know. I don't want to pay myself. It's not that deep. I just think that like it's interesting seeing what happens. One of them I was surprised. I was very surprised that they did that, but that's neither here nor there.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You might say.
Can't change it. Hopefully they learn from it. I don't know.
People bringing deer to their... I can't imagine that.
There's plenty of crazy stuff, dude.
There's some areas in our town that are like out in the country more.
Yeah.
But not in like a suburb.
Yeah. Yeah. You ever heard...
Like, hey neighbor, look what I just caught.
Do you remember when the wallaby was running through town?
Nope. I don't even know what that is.
That was also... A wallaby's like a... It's like it's a smaller kangaroo.
How did we... What?
Because...
Ran here from Australia.
No, there was a petting zoo that was going through town apparently that got loose. And so the whole town was like...
Chasing it?
Well, trying to find it. Because if humans don't find it, coyotes will at some point. So they're trying to save it. Also, the petting zoo was concerned not only because it's a cute wallaby, they want to get their pet back, but like that's an asset. Like they make money off that thing. They need it back. So yeah, the whole town was looking for it. I don't know what came of it, but that was a big deal when that was like 3 summers ago.
What if there was a lion instead of a wallaby?
That'd be freaking dope, dude.
What if there was...
Not for the lion. That lion would definitely have been found immediately and shot.
What if
for sure.
What if there was 15 lions that got like they got lost on the way through town? Like they broke through a cage.
Zoo?
Like they had like 5
if
carts
15 lions
and they
came
all
from
broke
one location and were let loose, first of all, that might be national news. That might be like
absolutely
crazy enough to be national news.
15 lions devour a small town
in northwest Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the lions would repopulate, and then it'd be like 30 lions in like 3 weeks.
Right, and all of a sudden we have a full-on Serengeti in our backyard. They're trying to bring back the buffalo, but they're doing the lions just as well. Well, guys, it's winding down, and that means that it's time for Logan's lugubrious
We can leave that in. You can change my name if you'd rather have like a name that starts with R.
Ooh, okay. No, because then you have to play a character.
I could with Randall.
Randall's Recommendation Rec Center.
Yoo-hoo! What I tell you what, son? I got one recommendation for you. And all you out there. And it would be to listen to some more classical music. And I know, before I hear your hollering, you're going to be yelling that we're staying on the music topic of a couple episodes ago. But, hey, listen to some classical music while you're driving.
Music is the lifeblood of everything that is.
And I'm not saying listen to some country or some bluegrass. I'm saying classical. While you're driving, it makes it more interesting.
The greats.
You might be listening to The Dance of the Nights.
Yes.
You might be in traffic, thick, congested traffic while you're listening to Moonlight Sonata. You never know. It does make it more interesting, though. I listen to classical music while I drive at times. You could be speeding, and it's like, dude, this is sick.
If I may butt in on Randall's recommendation, if you're speeding and you're like going for the high score, like buck 20, speeding past cops, listen to Night on Bald Mountain, because that will get you like.
That is a good song.
That will put your what was it like? Lead foot.
That'll put your teeth in a chatter.
That'll put your foot in a spin as you're driving down the highway.
Your foot will spin?
Yeah. You know, like your ankle like
like spins.
Yeah, like propeller on a plane. And
like,
so you're
around the ankle.
You would
like if your shin was like the Z-axis.
You would start repeatedly revving the engine, and then as you get faster, it would almost be like you're just touching the pedal.
Very interesting.
Well, thanks guys for listening to this episode. We're having a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah, this one was really fun. We enjoy I think we like the back and forth.
Yeah.
We have some topics, we have some interesting stuff we want to talk about, and then at times we just want to hang out. We just want to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Talk about things. And I think some of those ones are some of my favorite episodes. So. But anyway, thanks for listening, guys, if you guys made it this far. And we will see you guys in the next episode.
See you guys.
See ya.